guys, it's James, the Rambling Dasher, and we're just pulling out of the driveway, but I already got an order. What's up with that? 4 minutes away to, I think it was Pizza Hut for like $8 and some change, and it was only 4.5 miles, so you know, and we got 1.1 of those miles to get there, so fingers crossed it turns out good. Hey, if you haven't seen the show before, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and try to do me a favor and watch it to the end, even if you just set it off to the side, and it would help the quote-unquote algorithm out. So, but we just do this ride along show, and I ramble along the whole time. So sometimes I put pause on it, and especially when I'm running inside of restaurants or running to deliver food, or maybe I'm eating and I don't. At the early episodes, I eat right on the camera, but I try not to do that anymore. Nobody wants to sit there and watch me eat for an hour or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, we just do a ride along. I try to do some other videos every once in a while, do like some DoorDash educational type videos. So I hope to find some time this weekend to do a live stream question and answer. But it probably won't be a question and answer because no one will show up. But anyway, that's the early stages of having a having a YouTube channel. But I still want to do a live stream and just kind of play around with software, see what ones I like the best, see if I can figure out a few things to be able to live stream. So I did one last weekend. It looked like garbage. So maybe we can make it a little bit better this weekend. I don't know if that's the camera I had or I just don't know what I was doing on that one, but it was not looking good. It could have been just the lighting was really bad, and therefore the camera looked bad because it's not really a low light camera. And I'm getting a phone call. So I'm gonna run in and pick this food up, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we have got a couple pieces loaded up and taking them over to the other side of the freeway. It says 3 miles, 8 minutes, so yeah, it's not an easy one to get to, but I mean, it's easy to get to. It's just when you go across the freeway, sometimes there's ones that go along with the freeway, and then there's ones that are kind of like stuck in the middle. So I gotta go down here, go across the overpass, and back into some zigzag around and get over there. So it is what it is. But yeah, so a lot of the stuff that we do on this channel is all about DoorDash and explaining, you know, how to do DoorDash and how to take orders and declining orders, accepting orders. We talk about AR, which is acceptance rate, talk about just different things associated with DoorDash. So one of the things that I try to do is just let people know that I'm pretty transparent with my DoorDash. So one thing I do start the days out with, good night. People are driving cray-cray today. It's a Friday, right? And they've been making massive changes to the app, so it's kind of cray-cray all over the place. So new changes today. So my acceptance rate is up to 87%. My completion rate is 100. My on time is 87. My quality is 100. I'm down to 4.99 because like 2 or 3 weeks ago someone gave me a 4-star. 180 deliveries in the last 30 days, and I'm sitting at 2951 on lifetime. So moving on up there. So far my earnings this week So I typically try to do 3 nights per week and average $100 a night. So right now I'm at $199.06 this week, and I know I had a little bit of a tip. I think I had a $5 tip, so we'll say like $204 with that cash tip the other night. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. And get the directions back up there. So but yeah, that's what we do. Try to stay positive about things and don't let it get you beat up too much. The reality with DoorDashing for me is like, it's fairly simple. I kind of like it, the fact that it just says what to do and then you go do it, right? I know I have a full-time job that I don't always get told what to do, and so I got to go figure out what needs to be done sometimes. So this is easy peasy stuff. If you know, a little bit, I will say you don't need to be a little bit, you need to be a lot attention to detail, because not being attention to detail can get you in trouble. So I've had, I don't know about in trouble, but you can definitely get kicked out of DoorDash, I suppose. If your rankings fall down, if other things fall down, I don't know what all it takes for you to get, what I see people on Facebook or something getting contract violations. I'm like, well, they must be doing some craziness. But anyway, I don't know what they do. Obviously, they all say they didn't do anything, but who knows? I know that there's some crazy shenanigans going on by DoorDashers too, so but yeah, so anyway, we that's what we do. We come out here, we do some dashing, we do some chatting, we do some rambling about nonsense. Sometimes it's just, you know, a lot of times whatever I want to talk about. If anybody ever wants to leave comments and say, hey, give me your opinion about something, and we'll leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to talk about it. Sometimes we talk about movies or whatever like that we watch. So we just finished The Terminal List on, I think it's on Prime, with Chris Pratt. It, to me, is probably one of Chris Pratt's best things he's done. Now, I don't know that I've seen everything he's done, but this was really good, so I really enjoyed it. It's a lot of hard conversations because the situations he's put into and that, but it's still really good performance by him, and really, I thought, a well-written script. We watched that, I can't remember if it was on Netflix or something else not that long ago, was War of the Worlds. I don't know if that was on Netflix or on Prime, but War of the Worlds, it was horrible. Now, we watched the newest version, not the Tom Cruise version. We watched the Tom Cruise version. Well, did we? Maybe we didn't. We watched it like 2 or 3, 4 years ago. But this new one that just came out with Ice Cube, absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. So, anyway. But that's the way it goes. Alright. Well, I am here, I think, at these people's house. It's right up here. I'm gonna hit pause and we'll catch up with you and review what we got paid right as soon as we drop it off. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, so it says $8.63. $3 base pay with a $5.63 tip. Took 25 minutes to get that thing delivered. Well, 25 minutes to get it picked up and delivered. So, well, and I turned on the app, and then I was getting set up to go in the driveway, and then it dinged on me. So the app could have been running for 4 or 5 minutes before I ever got that first order, but still, that's my total online time, 25 minutes. So yeah, anyway, but yeah, so we're gonna keep on dashing. And so one thing that we try to do every single night is we're shooting for $100 on when we work 6-hour shifts. So I try to do about 3 6-hour shifts a week, get $300 in the bank. That's roughly $1,200 a year, or $1,200 a week. Here's a $7.75 for Chick-fil-A, so we will accept that and try to get this delivered before 5 o'clock. What does it say, 1.4 miles away from Chick-fil-A, and I think the order was like 4.5 miles. So hopefully another 3-mile delivery once we get it picked up. So hopefully, being this far away from Chick-fil-A, they'll have time to get it ready for me, and I'll just walk in, pick it up, and walk out. But yeah, our goal is to hit $100, and so far this week we're at like 204, 205, so we're doing pretty good. And I think I've made it most every week. Now last week I had to work a bunch of overtime, so I had a really bad Monday, worked on Tuesday, really bad Wednesday, so I worked on Wednesday, and then it was still a struggle to hit the $300 on Friday. So, but I got it on Friday, and I didn't work on Saturday, so that was nice to have Saturday and Sunday off. In the past, I have put in some time, on Saturday or Sunday, just to try to get extra money. Sometimes if I don't have anything going on and everybody else is doing other stuff, then I'll just say, well, I'm gonna go run some DoorDash for a little while, and just to see what I can get up above $300. So but yeah, it is nice to sit back and take a little time off though, and I definitely felt like I needed it last week. I feel like I need it this weekend as well, so fingers crossed I can hit that $100, go to the house, and feel good about sitting at home all weekend, which I got a bunch of crap going on this weekend. I gotta fix stuff. So my son is over this weekend, and I told him I've been putting this stuff off for a while because I want him to be able to know how to do this. Just some little things, like we put one of the toilets was leaking, right? So we went in and we just put a rubber gasket down at the bottom where the thing pops up, and you just put a rubber gasket on there, pop the old one off, pop a new one on, stop leaking. So yeah, that worked out pretty good. So all right, we're at Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna run in, we'll be right back. All right guys, we have finally got this Chick-fil-A order. They took quite the long while. I mean, it took them probably 15 minutes just to fill up a gallon of sweet tea. All right, I don't comprehend why they took so long. And the crazy thing about Chick-fil-A, that it's just frustrating anyway, that they do this crap. Okay. That they mark it as ready like 5, 6, 7 minutes before it's ready. So it ain't even close to being ready, and they mark it as ready. So I got a notification on my phone saying, hey, this is ready. No, it's not ready. So anyway, it says 2.8 miles, 6 minutes, and it seems to be right off of the road down here. So let's see, is it at a business? No. So it must be turning somewhere. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna hit pause and I'm gonna grab us some snacks that I've packed up, some meats and cheeses and apples and carrots and other things. I don't know what all we got in there. Cherries and I don't know, some tomatoes, I think. So anyway, all right, we'll catch up with you guys as soon as we drop this off, tally up the order, and see where we're at. See you in a second. All right, guys, I don't even get the chance to see what that order was there before another one for Little Caesars popped up. That was I think $8 and some change. So it is we've been going for about 50 minutes, and I probably have somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 plus 7, 15, maybe $16, because they both had change on them. So maybe 16 bucks after about 50 minutes. So we're gonna go grab this Little Caesars, which is just right up the road here. My guess is it's trying to get me to go to the, let's see, yeah, I think it's probably, well, maybe not. Looks like it might be going to the right Little Caesars. So I'm gonna go pick this up. Normally it's taking me to their old location, so maybe they got it fixed. So anyway, we'll be right back after we pick up this pizza. See you in a minute. All right, guys, this one here, walked in, dude carried it out, put it in the machine. I had to key it and number in, pop it out of their little portal, but other people were waiting. So I felt good about that. 10 minutes with about 4 miles drive time. I gotta go the south side, cut over to Benton and over that direction. So this dude just wrote me back. He goes, LOL, I like your style, dude. That's pretty funny. So I just sent him a meme saying, hey, thanks for the free food. Just kidding, I'm on the way. With Homer Simpson. So I'm not gonna eat somebody's food. So anyway, all right, so we're gonna get this food delivered. I'm gonna continue munching on these carrots and things, so we will catch you on the other side of this drop-off. See you in a minute.
A message from the Arkansas State.
All right, guys, we are up to $24.88. That order was $8.50, $3.25, and $5.25 tip. So moving right along. I come in this neighborhood all the time and I can never figure out how to get in and out. I'll figure it out, but it's always confusing. So I'm gonna work on getting out of this place, get it our next order, finish these carrots, and we'll see you back here in a minute. All right, guys, so I am declining an order. I wanted to pull it up real quick. This one here is $5.50, and it is picking up at 2 restaurants, 4.6 miles. So Nuke's and Taco Bell, for $5.50. We are just going to decline that one. Probably puts us down to about 86 on our AR. But that, to me, when I look at those things, you got to compare the two things. So here's a $9.50 plus for 3.5 miles. So I'm glad I declined that one. This is a Chili's, and we're coming up on Chili's, so I'm gonna hit the accept button and we'll run in there and grab that food. So we'll see you back here in just a couple minutes. All right, guys, so we have 2 orders here. Looks like at least this one going back across the freeway. So while I was in there, I got offered another order, which was like $4.71 for about 3 extra miles or so. So I went ahead and took it, and the fact that hopefully it's not too far away from the other one, but who's to say? If it is, it is. We're gonna grab it. That means we got, instead of 9 something, we're gonna have like $14-15 for these 2. So not a bad gig overall. So yeah, and we are headed that way. So I gotta get out of this parking lot. So sometimes I wasn't usually, when you accept one, I don't know, I haven't been getting them lately anyway, where you've accepted one and then they throw you another offer. So, and I could have declined that one, whereas before they sent me 2 orders. Now what I don't know about the one before, it could have been 2 stops with the same person, the Nukes and the Taco Bell, but the pay was horrible, so I just wasn't going to do it. This one was 2 separate orders, and the second one was hopefully in the same jurisdiction as the other one, and so I picked them both up because they were both ready, and we're out the door. So I'm sure it'll pay off. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna finish. I'm probably not gonna finish all this food because I bought a lot of food. But I'm gonna keep eating my dinner at a early. I think the older I get, the earlier I eat. But then by the time I get home, I'm starving. So, oh crap, I'm not in the right lane. I am not in the right lane at all. So I am gonna have to figure this out and make a circle around. I don't know what I was thinking there. I got in the turn lane, and to turn right, and I needed to turn left. I forgot they had 3 lanes there now. Used to there was 2 lanes, one that turned left, one that turned right. Now there's 3 lanes, 2 that turn left, and 1 that turns right. And I missed it. I went all the way around the circle there and missed my green arrows. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna hit pause. This says it's 2 miles 6 minutes, and then we'll deliver the other one and catch up with you guys in a second. So see you then. All right, guys, that was an interesting one. The GPS took us a block over, so I had to do a little figuring out because there was no street number on that other street with the number. So that was fortunate for me. Okay, so we're up to $34.88. That was $10. So it was $9.50 plus. So they gave us $10. It was $2.75 with the $7.25 tip. So thank you guys very much. Now we're moving on to the second one. Please leave on the front porch bench. Directions. So 3 miles 7 minutes away. All right, back in the wilderness. All right, guys, we are gonna get this delivered and we'll catch you on the other side. So we'll see you in a minute. Thanks. Hey guys, we are finished with the deliveries, It's looking good so far. Let's just hope we can keep it up. We have been 5 out of 6 offers accepted. 1 hour and 46 minutes. This offer was only $4.71 with a $2 base with a $2.71 tip. And we have 1 hour and 46 minutes at $39.59. So right at $40 in less than 2 hours. So not a bad deal so far. Now I just got to go find, you know, $60 more in the next in the next 4 hours, which is only $15 an hour. So anyway, so we're gonna figure out how to get back into, I think we're gonna be coming into Benton, so we'll see what's happening in Benton tonight, head over that way, and then yep, see what else we can find. So we're gonna try not to come down this hill really fast. All right, we'll catch up with y'all when we get back in town. See you in a minute. All right, guys, we have accepted an offer. I think it was $12 and something for 9+ miles, maybe, or maybe it was 9 something for 12 miles. I don't know. Well, I think it was 12 something for 9 miles. So we're going to Papa John's, which I was headed the other way, so we made a U-turn and we're headed back to Papa John's, and then we'll drive out in the middle of nowhere, I'm sure, for some Papa John's delivery. So fingers crossed to make it worth their while. It'll probably take us a good hour to deliver it and get back into an area where we can start collecting more orders. So hopefully it pays off for us. So anyway, I will let you know when we get there. Well, I'll let you know how far it is when we pick up the pizza. So I'm about there. I just got to cross over the freeway, and we'll see you on the other side of that. All right, guys, we are we got the pizza, and it really did not take very long. I was really surprised. So possibly they have a hold on the orders, or some people had it and let go of it or something, because it was coming out of the oven when I got there. So that was nice. And there's other people that were waiting in there that looked like maybe they were Door Dashers. But anyway, so this thing is 9 miles, 15 minutes, so not that awful for being this far away. So maybe it's mostly freeway, I don't know, but we are right here on the freeway, and it's telling me to jump on the freeway, so I'm fixing to do that. Try not to get ran over. This little Honda Fit doesn't have the greatest takeoff, and there's people just flying down the access road and flying down the freeway, so we'll wedge our way in there. All right, so only 2.4 miles on the freeway, and then I guess the rest of it is in the backwoods. So I'm gonna listen to the radio a little bit, see what kind of things are happening in the world, and we'll get back with you after we deliver this. So yeah, that's where we're at. We'll see you in a minute. All right, guys, so this is I was talking about this yesterday, how decent tips lower your base pay. And this one was a long delivery. I got $4.25 out of it, but the customer left an $8 tip, so it was $12.25. So we're up to $51.48. and it's 6:34, but I got a good ways before we get back into I'm outside of the area right now, so yeah, I got a ways to go before we get back into any place that would even potentially have an order for me. So there is a Larry's Pizza down here in Haskell, and there is a Sonic in Haskell. Then there's a burger, what is it, we're getting some crazy wind blowing through here. I don't know if there's a storm blowing up or what. Let me check the radar. Which way is that stuff going? It looks like whatever it is, it's all dying out. But I just don't want any of these trees blowing over on the road with a microburst or anything like that. That would be cray-cray. But yeah, it looks like it's all blowing up south of here, but then it looks like it's just gonna die within a few minutes. So anyway, well, so 5184 by 636 is not bad. Fingers crossed we can just keep moving that up, pushing the envelope. 51. I still, to keep my $20 average, I still need another 12, no, 8, like $8.50, $8.50 before 7 o'clock to get 60 bucks. So I don't know if that's gonna, it could happen. It could happen. We're gonna try, right? Alright. It looks like I'm back in the area, but there's no restaurants down here. That's the downside. Okay, we're gonna catch up with you guys after our next order. And yeah, playing it, just staying on the edge of the seat, trying to get that $100. And we're gonna give it a go. So we'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, we just accepted another $10 order from Sonic. So, not another $10 order or another order from Sonic, but the Sonic in Haskell. It had a little bit of mileage to it, but something that I feel like we can probably get done before the top of the hour, which would put us over $60 if Sonic can get the food out. So that could be the bigger question. So we're gonna get in here and get our our number in there and let them do their thing, and then we're going to do our thing and deliver it. So we'll catch you back in a minute. Alright guys, we have picked up this order. I'm gonna send them a quick message here. I have your order headed that way. Send a meme out. So I just got some new favorites added, but I don't have anything from Sonic, it looks like. So we're gonna go with the, hey, I'm eating your food. Now it says, thanks for the free food. Just kidding, I'm on my way. And I'll follow that up with 3 rolling on the floor laughing faces. And please leave at the front door. Do not ring the doorbell. Others sleeping. I can see you in the camera. I really appreciate you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. 12 minutes, 6 miles. So I won't get there by 7, but maybe 7:01. Okay. Where is this taking me? I gotta go. Wow. I don't know where this is taking me. Is that I-30? I guess I gotta go back across I-30, get on the access road, and then go back into some backwoods that way. So it'll be an interesting little drive. All right. Well, we're gonna be back in the backwoods. I will catch up with you after we deliver this to see how much we're up to, and we'll keep on trucking towards that $100. Sit tight, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, I accidentally clicked off on the totals there, but we are at $62.34. It is 7:03 after delivering that. I don't know what these people are doing. I don't want to turn around in these people's yard, even though it looks like I could. But yeah. Anyway, so we're a ways out here, and I am going to be headed back into town. So it's going to take us a good 10 minutes or so to get up that way. And we're going to shoot for another $40 in the next 3 hours. So we're doing pretty good. I wish this car had a backup camera, but it does not. Alright, there we go. We are back on the road. Alright guys, we're gonna get back into town. We're gonna shoot for the $100 goal. I think, well, never say never. Right now we're sitting at about $20 an hour, and sometimes when you get to that $20 an hour for 3 hours in a row, you find out the DoorDash will cut you off for an hour or so. So we'll just have to wait and see what's going to happen. So I need 40 bucks over the next 3 hours. I would really like to get 60 bucks over the next 3 hours to keep it rolling at 120 tonight, but also not going to hold my breath. So especially the fact that we're so far out right now, so we got to get back into town. So all right, we'll see you in a few minutes. All right guys, we have just accepted a small order that's going to be delivered, it looks like, down in the Haskell area. So we are going to run in here, grab this food. We are right here at this McDonald's. Fingers crossed they have it ready. I don't know that they will, but maybe. And there's no parking here, so maybe there is. I'll squeeze up in there. Alright, I will catch you guys after I pick this up. We'll see what's going on. Alright guys, that's the problem with going to any McDonald's, especially for a low-paying McDonald's, is it's gonna make you pay. It's gonna make you pay. So the guy just wrote, "I love the humor." Now I gotta figure out where the heck am I going. Going back into Haskell. Back into Haskell. So my daughter is trying to develop, I'm trying to get her to develop some t-shirts, because she is in Japan. And I gotta find a way to try to somehow get her to make a little bit of money while she's there, because she doesn't seem too inclined to find a job while she's there, even though her last words before she left, I am gonna find a job. I am gonna have a job. So, trying to get her in the mindset of being creative and coming up with some t-shirt designs, and her mom and I seeing if we can find some people somehow, some way to go out there and put shirts out there to advertise that these shirts are going towards her, and they're gonna have like a $10 profit price tag on them, and that everything in there is going to be helping her to be able to afford to live in Japan with no income, just her savings. So, and most of her savings needs to go towards her rent and towards her university or college or whatever, her language school that she's going to. So it's going to be an interesting thing as far as that goes, to try to get her to be able to do that. And then she wants to go to college after she gets done with that, and I'm just like, good night. So I don't know. It's a tough thing. But anyway, she just sent me a design. I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know how good it'll be on a shirt, but maybe. So yeah, so we have a t-shirt shop, so I'm sure once we get this going, and I'll try to lay out like a t-shirt of the month for Kennedy, with Japanese designs on them. So she's got possibly the first one. I'm sure she'll tweak it to be something, and we'll see what it looks like on some shirts. But we do have we use print shop where you can just place the order, and they'll print it and ship it directly to whoever, so we don't have to really do anything other than put the designs out there and figure out what we want to charge for them, and you just go to the website and boom, everything's taken care of. So it's kind of nice in that regard. Now if I want to do bulk orders, I can do all that myself and have them shipped to me, and then I hand deliver them, but that's not really what I want to do. I've done that for like my soccer teams and things, but yeah, I don't want to mess with all that. You just get them in bulk, and you get all the smalls together, all the mediums and larges and extra larges, and they're all just there, and then you got to figure out who ordered what, and then get them all separated out and delivered. So it's a pain. But anyway, alright, so we are 2 minutes away from this place. It is less than a mile now. Going through the big city of Haskell. I think the school down here is called Harmony Grove. So riding right past the Harmony Grove School District. I don't know, I think this is the elementary school right there, yep. And then the high school is maybe around back. I've been to a volleyball, my daughter played like a, I don't know what they call it, Junior Olympics volleyball years ago. And she came to a match here. But maybe my son came to an archery tournament here. I can't remember now. I don't know about the archery tournament. We went to an archery tournament further down at Glen Rose. I remember that. All right. Man, this is yeah, I shouldn't have I hesitated, and I was like, dadgummit. I went ahead and took the order, and that order is going to be the death of my third hour, because I'll probably only make about $5 in whatever this one is, and I just drove past the place. So crapola. Sorry people, I'm not gonna make it here. Not gonna make it there, so we're gonna have to come down here and turn in this neighborhood. See how many cars pulling behind me here, and if I can figure out how to make a U-turn, probably in someone's driveway. This is what I don't like. This app is telling me to turn, and I'm assuming it's turning on a road, but it's not. It's turning into someone's driveway, and it doesn't show you their house number, right? So if it shows you the house number to say turn at XYZ address, then I would turn into their address, not into a driveway. Well, not. I would turn into a driveway, which was clearly marked as their address. So anyway, it's just frustrating that DoorDash can't get that straightened out on their GPS. I'm assuming I'm at this house. I have no earthly idea, but I'm pretty sure I am. And yes, that is the picture of their house. Leave it at the door. Alright, I'm gonna hit pause. We'll be right back. Alright guys, that was $2.25 plus a $3 tip. Well, and then I just got an $11.25 order, so for 11 freaking miles, but I will accept it. Good night. Where the heck is this thing taking me? Back into Benton. Alright, well, 2 minutes to Larry's, and then we'll be on our way. I wish I could turn around in these people's driveway, because I can't see the freaking road. Alright guys, I'm going to hit pause, and we'll catch you on the other side of picking up the pizza. See ya. Alright guys. Yeah. This is a tough one here. This one is 20 minutes away. 10 miles, 20 minutes. Long delivery. So this will probably be the last delivery of this episode. And this is another thing I didn't mention before, but we usually do 2 episodes on 6-hour nights. One is just our regular whatever, the Rambling Dasher, and the second episode wraps up the night with an episode of Dashing in the Dark. So that'll be coming up after we drop off this one. It's the sun is down and it's about 7:45. It's probably going to be 8:03 it says before we get to this place. And yeah, that's a long delivery. And I don't know, but this seems like it's way back up in there. Could be past where I just delivered that McDonald's well, I don't know where I delivered that McDonald's to. I can't remember now. But anyway, whether it was McDonald's or Sonic or something, not the McDonald's, because the McDonald's I just delivered this way. So where I delivered that Sonic, which was way back in there. So a night in Haskell, it'll end up being all right. I know it will, but because this one, I already forgot, it was like $11, $12. So we won't get $20 in this particular hour. We'll get like $15, $16. Maybe $15, $16. So in that area. I had that $5 and something, and now this $11 and something. So you kind of hope they have that they'll give you a little bit better tip, or maybe add $2 or $3 or $5 or something. The other night I had one long one like this. They threw on $10 at the end. So, you know, we're gonna try to be nice and get the stuff delivered and tell them we're on the way and let them know all the stuff in between and that stuff, and hopefully they see good service, and then they recognize it and they are thankful by paying extra money for it. So that's the goal, right? It's tough to keep the $20 an hour thing rolling for very long. I did it for 3 hours, and I'm trying to get it for 4 hours. But it's gonna, I don't know, it'll be a little bit short on the 4-hour one. So then can we make it up on the 5th hour? Probably not, because we're gonna be way out in the middle of nowhere driving back. And then lately, anyway, now this might be different because it's a Friday night, but like come about 9:30, everything just dies. Now on a weekend, it might be different, so I don't know how it's gonna roll around. But man, oh man, on Monday and Wednesday, about 9:30, sheesh. On Monday is when I got that extra $10 tip, and it was relatively late. It was around 10 o'clock when I took the order and I delivered it. So I worked a little overtime on Monday. Wednesday, I needed about $7 or $8 more, and I was like drove all the way from Benton up through all the restaurants in Benton, all the restaurants at Alcoa, all the restaurants in Bryant, went across the freeway, made a U-turn, and then just went to the house. And it left me at 87 plus, it was like 87 and some change, and I had the $5 and some change tip. So I probably did about 90, what would that be, 93 maybe? Oh, and this, never mind. This one takes me, I don't know where this is going to take me. It's taking me back to Benton, but it probably goes to the south side of Benton. So maybe I can get back. Yeah, I was thinking this was going way out there, but it's, I forgot. I already looked at this once and just simply forgot that it was going into Benton. But anyway. Alright, something I was just thinking about, because I'm still hungry here, is that here's a Cliff Bar that I'm going to eat. But just so you guys know, we have affiliate links with Amazon and other places down in the description, and I'll leave one in the, I'll pin one to the comments as well. But if you check it out, you'll see like our t-shirt shop in there. You'll see like, and the second one, I think, past the t-shirt shop is the Rambling Dasher store at Amazon. So it's several things in there that we use, like the newer versions of the microphone and the receiver, the phone charger, the wireless phone charger we have in the car, It plugs into the vent, but the back has one of those wireless chargers, so and it has an automatic clamper. So the automatic clamper to me is one of the most ingenious inventions of all time, because I'm constantly, if I'm dashing, especially taking the phone in and out, so having a wireless charger, not having to plug that phone in and unplug it, half the time I would squeeze the button and it would release the phone. I would yank it out and the charger's still attached, so it's trying to pull the charger through the thing as well. I have some food items on there, and Cliff Bar is one of them. But what I found out the other day, and I was so happy about, is that someone actually used our affiliate link, and they didn't even purchase anything from us that we have listed. So feel free, if you're purchasing stuff on Amazon anyway, help us out, buy an extra tank of gas or get a drink or whatever. And yeah, they bought some rando stuff, and we got a commission on it, so that was freaking awesome. So help us out just by doing the normal thing that you do. So check out what we have on our affiliate link there. We also have other stuff in our affiliate link, like I sometimes talk about personal finances, and I do my investments through Robinhood. I also have a savings account through Ally. I think we get about 3.75% interest right now. So if you open an Ally account and I have an Ally account, then we both get extra. I don't know how that works or how much money we get, but there's potential for that both of us get extra. So yeah, why wouldn't we, right? Same thing with Robinhood. I just totally recommend open up a Robinhood account, start a Roth IRA, and do $25 a week. If you can do that, you'll be a whole lot better off than I was when I turned 50, right? So anyway, there's a VPN on there. I don't know what else we have in there. So check it out. Lots of different little things. Oh, when I get gas, I use the Upside app. I got $30 sitting in there right now that I can send to my checking account, so I'd have a little $30 extra payday. So just, yeah, every little bit of whatever we can do to save money. I think with the Upside, I don't know what it does. Maybe it gives us like 35 cents a gallon, or 35 cents off a gallon, or I don't know. But check it out. It doesn't hurt anything. I like Upside because you just well, one thing I like about it, it's one I don't like because it doesn't use all gas stations. But you go to certain gas stations, and I usually go to Circle K, most of them on there, and they give me an extra 10 cents off a gallon. So I get a little bit of money back every time I get some gas. So it works out. Anyway, all right. I am going to pause this, eat this Cliff Bar. We got Cliff Bars in there because I buy them through Amazon as well. There's a 15 pack of them, and I get them shipped to me once a month. So yeah, I like them. All right, I will catch you when we deliver this. It's still 4 miles and 9 minutes. See you in a minute. All right, guys, that was a chore. And because there was no way to find this house based upon the GPS. It's a little Airbnb house, so evidently, I don't know, these people, like, they just rolled some houses back here into the woods somewhere, and onto a little horse farm, and these people are just staying here at this Airbnb. Which is interesting, out in the middle of nowhere. All right, so it's about 8:15. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get out of this place. Yeah, there's at least 3 houses, these little tiny houses that people are staying at. So anyway, all right, so here's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up in here, that order was $4.75 with the $6.50 tip, put us at $78.84. Almost $80 in a little bit over 4 hours. So I'm gonna hit continue dashing. We're gonna go back to the home page and finish up this order. So this is something I do at the end of every episode. We look at the ratings. So the ratings, I declined a couple in there, so we dropped one to 86. My completion is still at 100. My on-time delivery is dropped to 85 because, yeah, there's just, I don't know. Quality 100, customer rating 4.99, 189 deliveries, and 29.51, which won't go up until tomorrow. So thank you guys for sticking around till the end. Much appreciated. Have a great rest of your day. Check out our affiliates and be sure to like and subscribe. And check out later today or tomorrow for Dashing in the Dark. So see how this night ended up. See if we got that extra $20 to hit $122 or so to see if we hit that 100. So much appreciated. See you later. Bye.